Nanu Nanu, and welcome to the Fortress of Dorkness, the nerdy nexus for your geeky needs. I'm your host, Beth Damiano. Today on Beyond the Big Two, we take a look at the classic graphic novel, Maus. We have a disclaimer for parents. This book depicts the horrors of Nazi Germany-occupied Poland, so we recommend sharing this with your children when they land in double digits. Maus is the semi-autobiographical tale of writer and artist Art Spiegelman. Originally published in Raw magazine in chapters, Pantheon Books published it as a graphic novel in 1991. Set in the 1930s, 40s, and the 70s, the story is about Spiegelman understanding the life of his father, Wladek, a Polish Jew who was imprisoned in a concentration camp during World War II. The tale is told with Wladek recounting the story of how he met Art's mother, Anja, in Poland. Over the course of the story, we see the rise in Nazi power, how the couple ended up on the run, then in a concentration camp, and eventually how they obtained freedom. The storyteller manner of flashbacks allows Spiegelman to step away from the disturbing events haunting his father's past and showcase his own demons in modern New York. This is a very dark narrative. Its themes of racism, survival, regrets, and memories are hidden at first glance by the nature of its illustration style. Spiegelman opted to use animal caricatures in place of real humans, with Jews being depicted as mice with human bodies and Nazis as cats. He pulled this idea straight from Nazi propaganda, where Jews were portrayed as vermin, twisting it into a symbol of pride. Furthermore, the depiction of animals was more commonly associated with cutesy characters in that time. Art uses a minimalist black and white style in collaboration with his likeness of animals as humans to break the line of reality and fiction, a practice rare in comics at the time of its publication. He uses the modern-day depiction of his father metaphorically. Wladek's racial anxiety, stinginess, and mindfulness is hinted at as an accumulation of his time in war, and a mockery of the Nazi ideal, though in the book it is referred to as him being old-fashioned. Spiegelman himself depicts the guilt he feels, capitalizing on the success of his tale about the deaths of 6 million Jews. He laments his own life in the story, conflicted over the way he exploits the stories of his parents. This book is a huge part of comic history. Stores found it hard to classify, as it was one of the first comic books to be sold in regular bookshops. Its biographical disposition left it to become an early example of what we today call, in direct terms, a graphic novel. It also holds the honor of being the first comic book to receive a Pulitzer Prize, among the numerous other awards it earned. In fact, today Maus is used in academia, in the fields of history, social studies, arts, and psychology. Arguably, because of the success of the book, it paved the way for more comics in a similar vein to be created, such as Persepolis. It also faced some controversy, as it had difficulty being published in some countries, such as Germany and Russia, because of the swastika featured so prominently on the cover. It also had a hard time being released in Poland, as Polish people took offense to their depiction as pigs in the book. Journalist Piotr Bikont had to create his own publishing house to get the book out, and even then faced heavy protest, including the burning of the book at a demonstration. Maus is sold in two ways. You can find the two books in paperback at most online and local retailers. You can also find a hardcover complete edition, which collects both volumes as well. That's all we have for today. Leave questions, comments, or snotty remarks below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on our social media. I'm Beth Damiano. You've been watching The Fortress of Dorkness. Never fear the dork up here.